Rugby has always been about passion, pride, and unforgettable rivalries, but every once in a while, a season arrives that feels bigger than the game itself. This is one of those moments. Across stadiums, social media, and sports debates around the world, fans are counting down the days for what promises to be one of the most exciting chapters in modern rugby. The legendary rivalry between the Springboks and the All Blacks is returning with fresh energy, new storylines, and enormous expectations. Unlike the quick international windows that have become common in recent years, this tour brings back the feeling of classic rugby adventures, where teams travel, adapt, battle week after week, and create memories that last for generations. For supporters, this isn't just another fixture on the calendar. It's a celebration of rugby's greatest traditions. The excitement has been building ever since the schedule was announced. Every passing day has only increased the anticipation as fans imagine packed stadiums, roaring crowds, and world-class athletes preparing for some of the toughest matches of their careers. Rugby experts have described the upcoming tour as a refreshing reminder of what made international rugby so special in the first place. Instead of arriving for a single game and leaving immediately afterward, the All Blacks will spend weeks competing across South Africa before the rivalry reaches its final chapter in the United States. That journey alone has become one of the biggest talking points in the rugby world, bringing a sense of nostalgia while introducing a new generation of fans to the magic of traditional touring rugby. At the heart of the conversation stands Rassie Erasmus, the mastermind behind the Springboks. Love his methods or question them, one thing is impossible to deny: he knows how to keep the rugby world talking. Every squad announcement becomes an event in itself, sparking debates among fans, analysts, and former players. His selections rarely follow predictable patterns, and that unpredictability has become one of his greatest strengths. Instead of simply naming a team, Erasmus creates conversations, builds suspense, and keeps everyone guessing until the very last moment. It's almost as if every squad announcement is a carefully painted masterpiece, with each player representing another brushstroke in a much larger vision. His latest selection once again captured headlines across the rugby community. A large training squad gathered in Johannesburg, featuring experienced stars returning from injury alongside exciting talent eager to prove themselves. Familiar names immediately grabbed attention as seasoned leaders prepared to wear the green and gold once again. Their return wasn't just important because of their talent. It was a reminder of the experience, leadership, and confidence they bring to one of the strongest rugby teams in the world. Fans instantly began imagining how these veterans could influence the crucial matches that lie ahead, while younger players looked ready to learn from some of the game's most respected figures. But what truly highlighted Erasmus' unique approach was his willingness to think beyond the national team itself. Several players were initially released to strengthen their franchise ahead of the upcoming clashes against the touring All Blacks. It was a decision that surprised many observers and demonstrated how carefully he balances the bigger picture of South African rugby. Although circumstances later required one player to be recalled, the overall message remained clear. Success isn't only about one squad, it's about building depth, confidence, and competitive rugby across every level of the game. That philosophy has become one of the defining characteristics of the current Springboks era. Meanwhile, across the rugby divide, another fascinating story is unfolding. The All Blacks, under the guidance of Dave Rennie, arrive with growing confidence after beginning their campaign with an unbeaten record. Momentum is a powerful force in professional sport, and victories have given both players and supporters every reason to believe this team can challenge anyone. However, confidence alone doesn't guarantee success when facing the reigning world champions on their own soil. South Africa has always presented unique challenges, from passionate crowds to physical battles that test every player's endurance and determination. Every tour match becomes another opportunity to adapt, improve, and prepare for the ultimate contests that everyone has been waiting for. One of the most intriguing aspects of this rivalry is that every match tells its own story. Statistics, rankings, and predictions often fade into the background once the first whistle blows. Rugby history is filled with moments where underdogs shocked favorites, experienced veterans inspired incredible comebacks, and young stars announced themselves on the biggest stage imaginable. That's exactly why fans around the world remain captivated. Nobody truly knows what will happen until 80 minutes of relentless competition have passed. Every tackle, every line break, every turnover, and every kick has the potential to change the outcome of an entire series. Experts have already started comparing the strengths of both sides. Many believe the Springboks currently possess incredible balance, combining physical dominance with tactical intelligence and impressive squad depth. Others point toward the resilience and attacking creativity that have always defined the All Blacks, reminding everyone that this legendary team has repeatedly found ways to rise during the biggest occasions. These contrasting styles only add another layer of excitement. One team thrives on relentless power and precision, while the other has built its reputation on speed, skill, and relentless ambition. When those identities collide, rugby fans know they are witnessing something truly special. Beyond tactics and team selections, there is also an emotional element that cannot be measured. For many players, wearing their country's jersey represents years of sacrifice, discipline, and determination. Every international appearance is an opportunity to inspire future generations and make families proud. The pressure is enormous, but so is the honor. Thousands of young rugby players will watch these matches dreaming that one day they too might stand on the same field representing their nation. That emotional connection is what separates great sporting rivalries from ordinary competitions.